and welcome. Welcome. Hi. Welcome to the Mom Live Show, the live stream show designed for ambitious moms who are entrepreneurs or are about to embark on their entrepreneurial journey. As a mompreneur, you know that the pursuit of new clients is a never ending journey. Even with a thriving workload, it's crucial to continually seek out potential leads. Building fruitful connections takes time and dedication, and the next game changing business opportunity might be just around the corner for you. In this episode, we dive into 7 exceptional methods that will revolutionize your approach to client acquisition. So get ready to unlock the secrets of unleashing your business growth potential like never before. As today's topic is 7 innovative strategies to attract fresh clients to your business. All right. If you are joining us live, make sure that you go ahead and put hashtag live in the comment field. Let us know where you're joining us from. We love to see how many different people we're impacting, as well as to where all of these people are located. So make sure you drop that in the comment fields. And if you're watching via replay, it's okay. Understand 2 o'clock in the midday, it might not be a cup of tea, but you may decide to catch up later on in the day. So make sure you put hashtag replay so I know that you watched the replay. I really appreciate you. And if you don't already know, as I have been doing all of this talking, I am Rashida Green. I'm the founder and CEO of Get Right Coaching, the host of the Mompreneur HQ community, and the creator of the Digimompreneur Academy, where I help moms who are determined to find time, money, and location freedom to start, grow, and scale online businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And I do that through coaching, content, community, and now the Digimompreneur Academy. If you are a mom or a mom entrepreneur looking to expand and grow your business, or even take some courses that are going to help elevate your brand, then the Digimompreneur Academy, the first level, which is the walk level, is just that. It is a course hub to help you get all of the branding, help you get all of the business skills that you need in that hub. It is a monthly subscription, but yes, you get access to the core of courses that are already in there. There are about 8 courses and trainings, and then we add one every month. So for a monthly fee, you get to learn all that you need to learn about growing an online business or a business in general as a mom entrepreneur. So hopefully you'll check out the Digimompreneur at www.digimompreneur.com and see what we have in store for you. All right, so let's get back to the conversation about finding clients. How can we do that? We want new clients. What strategies, methods, where can we locate them? These are different things that we're going to talk about today as we talk about the subject of 7 innovative strategies to attract fresh clients to your business. And the first one we're going to talk about is referrals. That is, word of mouth is the biggest referral, the biggest type of referral that you can get. Someone who you've worked with, may or may not even have worked with, but heard about you and thought that you did great business, great work, or what have you, and wanted to recommend you. Maybe they've seen your ad so many times. Maybe they know somebody who was a client of yours. Several different opportunities for referrals. The best business, as I mentioned, though, comes from referrals, and a happy client, right? So you have to first have a client to have a referral, to get those happy client referrals. But even if you don't have clients, you can still get referrals. Want to know how? You can talk to your family members and your friends and those associates and people that you encounter and let them know if you're talking about your business and you're passionate about your business and you let them know what it is that you do. Guess what? They may just keep you in mind if something was to come up in your industry, or if someone they know were in search for someone like you. And talk about your business. Maybe I should have made that number one instead of referrals. But talking about your business to begin with, that really is how you can start to grow your client base. But back to my first point of referrals. A happy client tells others about you, and the new person already knows the unique value that you offer based on what they've heard. We usually wait for referrals to naturally occur, but it's even better to just ask for them proactively. Make it a regular part of your business operations. Whenever you receive positive feedback from a client, ask if there's anyone else that they may know who could use the service that you provide. And that's a great way to get those referrals. And it would even be nicer if you can get them on record. And on record, I mean either they do a video testimonial for you or a regular written testimonial that you get their permission to use on your website and social media so that you can promote the fact that you've helped someone to achieve a goal. And that is that's social proof, and it really does help to get people to know, like, and trust you. Another point that I would make, number 2, would be to join social media groups. Come on now, we on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on TikTok, right? These are social media groups that you can potentially join to get in front of your ideal client. Now, as we know, social media is essential for finding new clients today. But are you active in groups? There are groups dedicated specifically to every single topic of interest on these platforms. If you like stitching, you got stitching. If you like cross stitching, there's cross stitching. And it even gets deeper, cross stitching for baby blankets. It's so many different groups out there and places where people get together and discuss common topics and interests that you really can just put in a few words or even just one word, but it might be too broad of a search, but you can put in a couple of words into the Facebook search bar and really find a number of different groups that may be about that particular interest. Now, it may not be your interest particularly that you want to get into those groups, but where your ideal client would be hanging out. So if you help moms start businesses, that would be me, then groups that I would be in would be those groups where people are looking to start businesses, where moms hang out, whether that be the Moms Collective or the Moms of New Jersey or whatever the case may be. I would want to be in that group because those moms may be interested in also getting and adding an extra income to their household. So that's what I mean by going out there on Facebook, finding those clients, finding those places where your ideal client is located and get active in there. And you'll raise your visibility. You'll be able to make new connections. And again, with that visibility and those connections, you can get referrals. You can get new eyeballs on your products and services. You can potentially get new paying customers. You can get new people on your email list. So you want to join those social media groups. And I can tell you with social media groups, there are those groups that will allow no promotion. They are designed to benefit the owner or moderator of that group. But then there are plenty of groups that allow promotion on thread days. So they might say that social selling is on or selling is on Saturdays. So Saturday would be the promotional day, or Wednesday might be promotional day. And some people, I know my good friend Heather over at the Octopus CEO, she does promotional Saturdays where people who have MLM, multi-level marketing businesses, can promote specifically on Saturdays. And that's really specific because it says those who have actual MLM businesses can promote on Saturdays. So that's an opportunity to look at those groups. Again, not every group is the same. Not every group is as lenient. And then there are groups and so you have to follow the group rules because there are actually groups that charge people to share their promotional items, their promos, and their businesses and services in the group. So you really do have to be careful about which groups you join and which ones and be aware as if the promotions in the group have to be paid memberships in order to do that. So just be mindful of those things. But getting into social media groups, there are tons that allow free promotion. So you might want to look those up. And that's a great way to get new clients. Another way, which you may or may not have thought about because it's sort of offline, It's speaking at industry events. Find some offline industry events and trade shows to speak at. You can do that using Eventbrite. Did you know that? Eventbrite has a bunch of groups, things on the planner or the calendar that people are hosting events. And some might even say in need of or in search of hosts or speakers, keynotes, what have you. There's other websites as well. I feel like Event Raptor is one of them where they call out for guest speakers to participate in their summits and events. So go out and check these things, these events and trade shows out. That's your physical presence. And again, physical presence, physical touch, interacting with people. You want to share your expertise with the people offline and find new clients. If you're giving a presentation, you can select a topic related to the work that you do and then encourage participants to follow you online. And when you're doing these speaker events, you might think, oh, well, I'm not going to make anything from that because I'm just going on the stage and I'm going to be speaking to the people. But guess what? You can use every opportunity to find a way to get those guests to either you do a QR code, have them in your presentation, put it on the screen, a QR code that they can take a picture or scan to be able to then get some freebie that you have online of your lead magnet so that you can get their email address and give them something in return, right? So that's another way that you can capitalize on these keynote events even outside of the physical presentation. Like you're going to be there. You can physically be there and interact and hand out business cards and share information and have conversations at the reception table and things like that. But you can also use your presentation time to either throw out some information about your business or use a QR code or to give a call to action that has them to reach out to you so that they can be on your email list and you can have their contact information. And again, by teaching them, you've already started the relationship by giving them something of value that they can use and creating what we call a warm lead. It's a lot better to have a warm lead to sell to than a cold lead. A warm lead, again, as I mentioned, is someone you already talking to, building a relationship and rapport with that makes them warm. They know you a little better. You might not have all the keys in place, no like and trust value, but you're getting there. Versus a cold person is based cold contact or cold lead is just basically anybody out there in the world and not necessarily ideal client, but just someone who you walk up to who doesn't know you, who doesn't know your products or services, right? So we want to have warm leads, and speaking at an industry event can certainly help you there. Another thing that you can do that may or may not be cumbersome is host webinars, right? Your standard webinar does not need to be 90 minutes any longer. It doesn't need to be 90 minutes. You don't have to wait till the end to promote your whatever product or service that you want to sell. Things are changing with these online business models and people's attention span, right? So you don't have to have these long drawn out webinars. You can do something that's pretty short if you feel like it. But if you hold your own educational events online through webinars, you have a way of reaching your ideal client and getting new clients on your roster. And the great thing about webinars is that people don't have to attend physically, right? You can do your webinars via Zoom, via Teams, via any other. Hey, I'm using StreamYard. You can do it StreamYard and stream into your Facebook platforms if you like, or any other platform like YouTube. And you can do a webinar. They are low cost, so you don't have to really worry about the investment other than the platform that you use to record your webinar. And guess what? You can even do Facebook Lives and that in a webinar format if you like. So anybody in the world can join your webinar via online. So while you share your expertise with the participants, you will also begin to build a relationship with them. They're looking at your face for however long your webinar is. And if you choose to do no face webinars, it may be a little more challenging to establish did not know, like, and trust, but it certainly is an opportunity for you to do that. Now, if you're really looking for visibility and you have a platform that you want people to come and take a look at, then you can also put out press releases. Whenever there's any news, related to your business or your industry, put out a press release. There are directories where you can publish press releases online, and media outlets will pick them up. So you can use press releases as content on your website or social media. There are websites that you can actually send your press release to disperse them out to the masses, of course, at a fee. But it really does depend. You can even go on Fiverr and you can have someone on Fiverr write the press release, and then you have someone else to actually disseminate your press release. And there are a lot of people who have access to like spit out your one press release to hundreds of different outlets, including some hot name outlets like your Fox and MSNBC and CNN and whatever else. And they can get them out to these hundreds of businesses in a matter of minutes for you once your press release is done, and really send new eyes to your product or service that you're promoting. It is a great way to establish a pattern of the putting the press releases out on a regular basis every time you do issue a new product does help to establish a pattern and establish presence. Because if you're using the same type of format and you are sending it out to a number of different outlets and they pick it up, then you are getting, like I said, eyes on your products or services from people all over the world. Now, another opportunity that you can use is to write guest blog posts, right? So, guest blogging helps you reach a new audience with your expertise. Reach out to blogs in your niche with a pitch for a post and see if they'll publish it. They get a free piece of high quality content from you, and you get exposure to their audience. You want to approach guest blogging strategically, writing and publishing on a regular basis to high traffic blogs. Now, when you're reaching out to these blogs, make sure you have done your research, because you don't want to be that person writing to a fitness blog blogger and asking to put your post about pottery, totally unrelated, and may not benefit that particular audience. So, sure, there may be some people into fitness who are also into pottery, but the numbers that you're talking about, that may not be as high and therefore not as attractive for someone to consider your proposal to be a guest on their show. So you want to make sure that you on their blog. So you want to make sure that you are researching the blogs, making sure that they are in your niche. Read a couple of the articles or at least the topics of their articles to identify a pattern of what it is that they typically write about. They may even have a section on their blog that has the core categories and tags noted so that you can see if that's going to be a good fit for you. And then you go ahead and see and pitch them your article that they could potentially put on their site. So that's something else to think about. And then you also have an opportunity to create free information products. So we know about lead magnets, and we know that sometimes those are free. Not all the times, but we most of the time lead magnets are free. So when we're talking about creating free information products, you're basically paying it forward, right? You're providing free information at no cost so that people can get access to the material that you have, which also means that they're going to have now a relationship or have contact with you because they're downloading your free information. Info products are usually cheap and easy to produce, so not very costly. And then they can also be published on your website or other places for potential clients to download and enjoy in exchange for their email address. Remember, we always talking about the email list. You want to grow your email list, because if Facebook, Instagram, anybody ever shut down, you would, and if you had all of your information and trusted in them, you would lose everything. So you always want to keep your own website email list so that you're in control of that, and as much control as you can have. Because honestly, if somebody decides to unsubscribe, you can't control that. They're gone, right? So you want to be able to provide something of value for free so that someone can give you their email so that they can have that free thing. Now, this is, I keep breaking in little classes in between each of these bullets, but with your lead magnets, you want it to lead to something, right? You want it to lead to an opportunity to work with you. So make sure that your lead magnet includes a call to action, whether that's to booking a call with you, whether that's to a paid course or a product, whether that's to a scheduler to get on your calendar for one-on-one coaching, or a clarity call, information call, a strategy call, however you want to name it. You need to make sure that your info product, your free information product, or lead magnet leads to something. Otherwise, that is a missed opportunity. Otherwise, you basically just gave somebody something for free if there is no follow up or no call to action. So make sure that you're doing that when you create your lead magnet. Now, our next point would be to create a strategic marketing mix. Always be on the lookout for new marketing channels and strategies. Everything is not going to be the best thing smoking. We might think it is, but that audio platform, what was it? Forgot the name, came out and everybody was on it. TikTok came out, everybody was on it. Instagram came out, everybody was on it. Because as new things come out, new trends, you want to at least try it out, see if it's a good fit or not. Not to say that you have to do all of them. We're not going there. You just want to get on those things that are where your people, your ideal client is hanging out at. And you don't even have to get on everything that your client is hanging out at, every platform your client is hanging out on, but you want to be able to at least see what it's about, look into it, see if it's worth investigating or investing in. And you want to add them to your mix one by one and then monitor the results to see if it's actually working. Gradually, you'll have a whole arsenal of techniques to help find new clients. So those are my seven points for today, the innovative strategies that you can use to attract fresh clients to your business. As we stated, we want to ask referrals. We also gave a bonus. Talk about your business. That's like number one. Talk about your business. Let everybody know what it is that you do so that if someone asks them about, I just talked to Rashida the other day. She said right? So that's the bonus that I didn't put on my list, but that's the bonus. Talk about your business. Number one, officially was ask for referrals. Then we said to join social media groups. We want you to speak at industry events, host webinars, and put out those press releases and get some visibility on your products and services, as well as write guest blog posts and research those blogs. And then we want you to create free informational products and then create a strategic marketing mix. Those are it. There are plenty of other ways to get new clients. In fact, I'm thinking about creating another product to talk about how many ways you can get new clients. And if you're interested in that, go ahead and drop that in the comments. Say, yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. Interested in getting more information on some other ways that we could find new clients, just put in the comment, tell me more. I'll be glad to reach out to you once that product is actually in place. Speaking of products, we do have the Mompreneurs Marketing and Mocktails coming up in June. We have secured a date and location on June 9th at Creative. Oh my gosh, I forgot just that quick. Creativity. Thank you. That's why I couldn't get it. Creativity Evolved Studios here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is an in person event. It is going to be limited as space permits. And it is going to be $23 as we are keeping the 23 for 2023. And we are going to be talking about creating content using AI, because I did ask and a couple of you answered and said that you really want to know how we can increase our visibility using AI to create our content. And if you were writing blogs every week, if you haven't written anything because you just didn't know what to do, then the Mompreneurs Marketing and Mocktail event is just for you if you are local in our Charlotte area. And what else? So, yes, that's the event. please go ahead and get started on that. I'll be dropping a link. That's a good question. I'll be dropping a link. Watch for it in a comment field so that you are able to go ahead and get your ticket for the Mompreneur Marketing and Mocktails event, June 9th. That's a Friday night at 7 p.m. $23 for the ticket. And our topic will be creating massive. Yeah, I just changed the topic title. I'm adding it as I go, but you know what it's about. That's not changing. It's going to be how to use AI to create your content for your business. But we're going to be going through a bunch of different ways that you can use AI. We're going to give you, as a bonus for those of you who register, will also get access to some prompts. I'm not going to say how many prompts because your heart would probably drop. Be like, oh, because yes, there are multiple hundreds of prompts that we're going to be sharing with you once you register for the event. And there are a couple of other bonuses that we're going to be giving out, but I definitely want you to go ahead and check us out if you're in the local area and register for Mompreneurs Marketing and Mocktails June 9th. All right. And trying to think, is there anything else? I definitely want to thank you all for joining me on the Mompreneur HQ and joining me live. And if you've watched the replay, then definitely put hashtag replay. I am loving the fact that you all are so engaged in the group. I love that you are sharing with me your birthdays because there is a new month coming starting tomorrow. And so we want you to make sure you notify us of your birthday because we love giving out gifts. And anybody who has gotten a gift in the Mompreneur HQ, make sure you drop down in the comments. I got mine. I got mine. I got mine. Because, yeah, you got to make sure you tell us when your birthday is because we give out gifts for your birthday. So June 1st, if your birthday is in the month of June, make sure you're dropping that. All right. Without further ado, I want to thank you all for joining me on the Mom Live Show. And we will most certainly see you on next week. I will make sure that you check out the Digimompreneur Academy and register for the Mompreneur Marketing and Mocktails if you are local in Charlotte. And until next time.